So let's get started. So here is the business problem for today. So in the last two sessions, we had a discussion about how, like, what Tableau is, different products Tableau has, and then we solved a small business problem to understand how we can create a quick charts using Tableau. In today's session, again, we are going to talk about some more features about Tableau, and again, we will use Tableau Prep as well as Tableau Desktop to solve the problem. So let's get started. So here, one of the retail chains in USA looking to implement Tableau to its business intelligence needs. However, they have following requirements which they want to know if that is possible or not using Tableau. The requirements are as follows. Business is looking for a quick reporting solution, and as per them, their data will get refreshed on daily basis, but that refresh will happen after 15 hours after the previous load. Now the requirement is that they does not want to have connection with the live data and they want some snapshot which can be used while reporting. One of the requirements is they need to filter the data at the very start so that there will be different reports for different types of users. Let's say if you are a manager of East region, you should connect to the report where only we help you see East data only. As of now, we are not talking about the row level security, but we are talking about the filters. Also, in these reports, they want the live data to be connected. And the third requirement is that next year they are planning to expand their business in Europe as well. So they want a solution which can take care of both the locations data for analysis. So basically, I can say, union both the data. The data which I'm getting from US, the data which I'm getting from Europe, I just have to union that and I have to create some reports. So that is what the requirement is. So let's take one requirement at a time and try to understand that. The first requirement is that business is looking for a quick reporting solution, and as per them, their data will get refreshed on a daily basis, but that refresh will happen after 15 hours. After the previous load. Now the requirement is that they does not want to have the connection with the live data and they want some snapshot which can be used while reporting. Okay. So let's try to understand what they are actually looking for. So basically they have, let's try to understand the entire architecture, and once that is done, then we'll try to understand how we can implement in Tableau. So the architecture is like, suppose I have a retail store. So this is my customer who is joining in and purchasing some product. So there is a guy who is sitting in the computer, right? Sitting in the computer and putting all the details about what he purchased actually. This is known as operational data source that we discussed in our SQL sessions. What is operational data source is. After that, from this, the data will go to data warehouse, and from this data warehouse, data will go to Tableau for reporting. This is the flow. Now, let's say my store starts at 9 a.m. and ends at 9 p.m. Let's say. Now, from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., suppose today is 9th of October, it's 9th of October. So, from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., I will have all the data which is coming for 9th of October. Today is 9th of October. Anyone who is purchasing the product today, the data will get generated for that. And that data will store as of now here in the operational data source. I'm not putting it in data warehouse till my end of day comes in. Right? Basically, I'm collecting all the data for 9th of October in this database or operational data source. And once my end of business will happen, at 9 p.m. my business will complete, my job will complete. I will start loading the data in the data warehouse. So in the data warehouse, as of now, as in between this time, the data which I have is till 8th of October. Because 9th of October data is getting collected in the operational data source. In data warehouse, the data which I have is of 8th of October. Now can I say that this 9th of October data will go to data warehouse after 9 p.m.? So can I say at the morning 9 a.m. the data which I have in the data warehouse is of 8th October, and after 9 p.m. the 9th October data will get loaded. Maybe it will take 6 hours or 7 hours to get loaded because it's like a huge data. So around 3 a.m. my 9th of October data will come in my data warehouse. So can I say that maybe the last data of 8th October came in 3 a.m. of 9th October. This is 3 a.m. of 10th October. So in the data warehouse, the data of 9th October is coming around 3 a.m. of 10th October. And in the data warehouse, the last data which was there of 8th October came in 9th October 3 a.m. Because my business will start at 9 a.m. So by 3 a.m. the data is there with us for the previous day, that is 8th of October. That means, can I say approximately the data which is coming in my data warehouse is approximately taking 24 hours? Because 8th of October data came in 9th October 3 a.m. 9th of October data came in 10th of October 3 a.m. So approximately the data which is coming in data warehouse taking around 24 hours to populate, or 24 hours. After 24 hours the new data comes in. Now what I'm looking for is, here in the data warehouse, the data which I have on 9th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in data warehouse, which data is that? 8th October data. Because my 9th October data is still not processed in my data warehouse. And during the morning time, management want to do some analysis. Let's say these are my management. They want to do some analysis. They want to understand what's going on in their business. So what they will do, they want to get the data of 8th October. Because 9th October data is still not there because it is still getting processed. Or again, still I am getting more records. So the data which I am going to connect with is 8th October data, which is present in the data warehouse. Let's say this data warehouse is present in a cloud server. It's in US. I am in India. Now I am connecting to US server. IO will be there. Input, output. There will be a cost. Processing will be there. I am hitting my request here and it's going there, getting the data coming back. So it's IO for me. So what I want is now that do one thing. Can you take this data warehouse copy in one file and ask user to connect to this file? And once the 9th October data will come in, I will refresh this file. Are you understanding it? So basically what I am trying to do here is that I have a data in my data warehouse which is of 8th of October, and the new data will come after 24 hours. I have the management. I want to connect this to see the Tableau report. I don't want to hit this database again and again for my reporting needs because it will be time consuming process. What I will do, I will create a file from this data, and I will connect that file with Tableau. And this file is in my local machine or maybe my nearest server. So here the processing will be faster. So this particular file is known as Tableau extract. The extension of Tableau extract is .hyper. Before Tableau 10.5 version, the extension was .tde, Tableau data extract. But after Tableau 10.5 version, the new extension is .hyper, which is more powerful than .tde. Powerful as in more processing wise, more powerful it is. And this file is what we can create in Tableau. So basically, just a summary, I have a database. I want to take a snapshot of this data. I will just go ahead and create a file, and I will ask user to connect to this file and do the reporting. Once a new records will add in the database, I will refresh this file and we can see the updated data in the report as well. This file is known as Tableau data extract. The extension is .hyper. So now, as per the business requirement, business looking for the quick reporting solution. As per them, their data will get refreshed on daily basis, but the refresh will happen after 15 hours after the previous load. Now the requirement is that they does not want to have the connection with the live data, and they want some snapshot which can be used while reporting. So here answer is yes, it is possible, which is .hyper file. I'll create that. Hyper file I can put it in my machine also, or I can put it in any server also. As of now, I will put it in my machine. Once I will talk about Tableau online and Tableau server, that at that time I will put that in the server. But as of now, I am putting it in my machine. Let's connect Tableau. Business gave us one data where we want to do the analysis. So the data is present here. So here I have US data. The file is a comma separated value files, CSV files. Let me open this. You can see that this is my data set where I have row ID, order date, ship mode, customer ID, customer name, segment, city, state and province, country, region, product ID, category, subcategory, product name, sales, quantity, discount, and profit. Now this data set I want to connect with Tableau. It's a CSV file. So as we discussed previously also, if I want to connect Tableau with a CSV file, I will go with a text file option. So I'll go to Tableau. You see there is a text file option. I'll connect to this. I'll go to the location where the file is present. And here we go. You can see that the data is now connected, and the options which we are talking about is this option, live and extract. Live connection is nothing but my data is live. Basically, I connected to the live data. So if any changes happens in my database, automatically my report will also get refreshed. That is my live connection. But I'm not looking for live connection as of now. I'm looking for extract. because my data is gonna come after 15 hours. I don't want to put the database connection directly as a live connection. I want an extract. So I'll go here and click on this extract. Here there is an option of edit also. I click on this edit and there are various options available. If you see, I can apply a filter. Suppose I am a manager of central region. I click on central, click OK. And when I click OK, what will happen? The extract file which we are going to create will only consist of central region. So that is up to us which data we want to filter. Do we really want a filter or not? If not, remove that. In this scenario, it will give me entire data. Here you can see there is an option of aggregation, incremental refresh. There is an option of full refresh. All these options are there that maybe we'll see later on. But as of now, I'm going with an extract option. Let me remove the filter and click OK. Once I click OK, I will go to sheet 1. Once I click on sheet 1, what will happen? It will ask me to save the file. You see, Tableau data extract .hyperfile. So let me go to the location where I want to store. Let's say I'm going to the same location where the source is present. Here I'll go and click on extract data. Let me click on this and done. Let me check. You can see that US data extract file is created, Tableau extract. Now what I can do is I can put this in any of the servers and I can connect directly from that server also. Suppose I am putting this in a SharePoint or Google Drive. You can download that and you can use that in your machine. So this data is consist of US data. Suppose I am adding some more new records. That new records will not be there in this file till the time I will refresh it. This is just the snapshot of the current data. Any changes happening in this Excel or CSV file, my US data extract file will not update till the time I refresh it. Once I refresh, I'll get the new data. That is fine. No issues with that. So that is how we solve this particular problem. That yes, this particular requirement which you are seeing is definitely possible by creating the extract file. Now the second requirement which business says that one of the requirement is that they need to filter the data at the very start so that there will be different reports for different types of users. Let's say you are a manager of East region, you should able to connect to the report where where we will have only East data. Also these reports, they want the live connection. Now how to approach this? Let me connect to Tableau again. I'll create 4 different reports. Let me close this. Now this is like a very initial classes of Tableau. That's why we are going with the filter option. But once we're going to talk about Tableau Online, Tableau Server, at that point in time, we will talk about the user filter as well. Now in that case, I don't have to do the filtering at the start, but I will connect all the data. And suppose Muzammil is the manager of each region, he can able to see only each region data. I will do the row level security. He will not able to see any other regions data. So that we will see once we'll talk about Tableau Online or Tableau Server. But as of now, I'll go ahead and apply the filters for different users. Let's say I'm talking about this report I'm creating, and I am going with a live connection. I want the live connection as per the business requirement. And I'll click on add. This filter option is basically used when you are using live connection and you want to reduce your data as per the requirement. So here I will add a filter, add a region, and in region I will select East. You can see that in the region I will get only East data. I don't have any other data. All the data is of East region. You can see here. And then I will save this file. Let's see what happens. So here I will save my file. Now there are two extensions. One is TWB, second is TWBX. Now there is a difference between TWB and TWBX. As of now, I am saving it as TWBX. I'll talk about this difference in some time. So here I'll give Tableau report, let's say East region. Now if I go to the folder, you can see here I have Tableau report East region. Click on that. I filtered the data right at the start. Let me go to data source. One filter is applied here. What is that? East. So that means the data which I am getting as of now is of only East region. Same way I can create multiple files. One is for East, one is for South, one is for Central, one is for West. So suppose one of the users is from East region, he can open up this file. Any other user from the West region, I will share that file to them and they will open up that file. So I can very well apply the filter at the very start. So when I click and open the report, the data which I will have will be of East region only, and you can see only that data. Now here I talked about, I have shown you the two file options. One is TWB and TWBX. If I open up the connection and try to save the file, I will get two options. One is TWB and TWBX. Now what is the difference between TWB and TWBX? TWB file is basically a workbook file and TWBX file is basically the packaged workbook file. The difference is what? Let's try to do some practical. Let me create a folder here only and let's give the name as file extension practical. Let's say I'm creating one Excel file, test1, and let me put some random records. Employee ID, employee name, employee salary. Okay, this is my data set. Now let me open Tableau. Let me open Tableau and connect to this data. I connected to this data. All right. And let me save this file in the same folder, or you can put anywhere. So that's perfectly fine. Test1. And the extension which I'm giving now, as of now, I'm giving the extension as TWB, Tableau Workbook, and save this file. Okay. And I will open one more Tableau file. Connect the same data set. Save it again. And this time I'm giving this as TWBX. So one file is test1, which is a Tableau workbook. You can see the difference first of all. This is my Tableau workbook. This is my Tableau packaged workbook. Tableau workbook is like a plain white Tableau logo. Tableau packaged workbook is like this golden line. Now, what is the difference? Let me delete this test1 file. Let me delete this test1 file. This is exactly same as I am sending this file test1.tw file to you guys. You guys don't have the source. The test file which I have deleted is with me. The Excel file which I have is with me only. It was not with you. But I am sending this file to you. So it is as same as I don't have the source. I deleted the source now. That means, let's say this is Sneha's machine. This is Sneha's machine, right? In that machine, I don't have this Excel file, but I have this TWB file, which I mailed to Sneha. Now Sneha will try to open this file. As Sneha does not have the source file with her, this file will not get open. So when you are having TWB file, you will not able to open this file till the time you don't have access to the source. Let's check that. I deleted the file, right? So let's open this. That means I also don't have the source anymore. So it will ask me to, you see here, this exclamation mark. You see? This exclamation mark is nothing but the data is not there. This exclamation mark. Tableau could not connect to the data source. So when we are opening TWB file, you should have data with you. Else this file is of no use. Okay, so let me delete this. No longer required. But I have this TWBX file. This file will open. Data will be there as well. Now question arises, why? This is a packaged file. I can say as a layman, it is a zip file, which consists of .twb file and also consists of .xlsx file as well. It is a packaged form. We can check that whether it is there or not. Right click on this, there is an option of unpackage. Let me unpackage this. You will get a folder and TWB file. You see, this is my TWB file and a folder which consists of the data as well. When I open up this data, it's Excel file. So basically, when we are creating TWB file, my source does not go with that. So till the time you don't have source, the file will not get open. For TWBX file, the source goes along with that. That's why I can open up that particular file. So for security point of view, if you are passing this file, I'm okay with that. Suppose Rishabh does not have access to my data and I'm sending by mistake to him. He will not able to open the file, which is good because he does not have the data, so he is not able to see the report. So which is perfectly fine. But suppose I want to share to all the users, they can see the data. If they don't have the data, then also they can see the report. Then I will go with this TWBX file. So that is the difference. So that is how we can have this second example solved as well, where if I am a manager of each region, I can apply the filter. Okay, so I can create multiple files for multiple regions and we are done. So by now we are sure that yes, this requirement is pretty much obvious. I can do that by creating the extract option. This requirement can also be done by applying the filter. And that filter which we saw, the filter which we saw, this one, this filter is known as data source filter, because we are filtering the data at the data source level. So in Tableau, there are multiple types of filters. This is the very first type of filter, which is data source filter. Now the third requirement which they have is one of an interesting requirement. Let's see that. Also next year, they are planning to expand the business to Europe as well. So they want a solution which can take care of both the locations for data analysis. So what they did was they gave me the dummy data. They gave me the Europe data as a dummy data. They are saying that, see, I am having the US data, which consists of these many columns, which consist of row ID, order date, ship mode, customer ID, and so on. There are around 20 columns I have. I am giving you one more dummy data with you, which is for European Union data, and that data will also have the same structure. You can see there are 20 columns only. All the columns name will be same. The only difference is this country and state, obviously, and city, obviously. These are like the regions which are from Europe. All right. Now, my requirement is that I want to concatenate this data with the US data. I want to concatenate this data, or I can say union as a SQL language. I want to union the data. So again, we will have a discussion with the business. Okay, that is fine, perfectly. That is pretty much possible using Tableau. But then I see one issue in this data. The issue is that the region. In the region column, we have south, west, east, and so on. And the same region is present in the EU as well. Now, how will I segregate which north region belongs to which region? Or I can say north region of US is this, or north region of EU is this. We'll not able to segregate that. So we will have a discussion with the business and we can give the solution to the business that, okay, do one thing. Maybe when we are populating this data. So what we will do now is we'll give a solution to the business. We'll give the architecture solution to the business. I'll say that, okay, we have two source file. One is for US and second is for EU. This is for EU. And this file is for US. Now what we can do is we can use Tableau Prep in between. I will use Tableau Prep. I'll get the data. I'll get the data in Tableau Prep. And in this Tableau Prep, entire Tableau Prep, we will do some logic building. First logic will be from the first data US, in the region column, I will take the value region and I will write underscore US. And the data which is coming from here, I will write region underscore EU, so that I can able to segregate the regions. If I am getting north, then with that we will have US, or north, with that we will have EU as well. I can do some concatenation type of function. And then I will do the union. So basically the flow will be like this. There are two approaches here. Again, we have to think of which approach is the best. First flow will be, I have the US data, I have the EU data. From US I will drag the data to Tableau Prep. Suppose this entire is Tableau Prep. What I will do first of all is I will have my first logic, which is applying underscore US. Same way here also, I am applying underscore EU, right? After that, I will have a common step. I will have a common step where I am doing union the data once the underscores are applied, and then I will create the final file, which will consist of both the data. Okay. This can be one of the approaches. See, again, we have to check with the business, right? We have to check with the business and we have to see which approach is the best approach. Second approach which I can think of is, I will have the source, I have US data, I have EU data. After that, what I will do, I will introduce Tableau Prep. The first step this time I will use is, I will do the union. I will directly do the union first. And then I will write a logic. If country is USA, then do region equal to underscore US. If country is EU or like whatever the country is apart from USA, then I will put EU, and then I will export the data. So these two flows can be possible. Either you can do union first and then write the logic for the concatenation, or you can do the concatenation first and then do the union and fetch out the data. Both the ways are fine. And in fact, we don't require Tableau Prep also. We can solve this using Tableau Desktop also. But as I mentioned that we prefer to do all the manipulations before Tableau Desktop. So I will show you the solution using both. Using Prep also and using Desktop also. But we prefer to go ahead with the Prep because I want to clean my data at the start so that I will not do more calculations on Tableau Desktop because that may slow down the performance. As of now, we are dealing with 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 records. So that is not a problem. But when I work for some of my clients, I work for 400 million records as well. So in that case, I'll in the performance tuning sessions, I'll talk about that also, how I tuned the reports. The report were taking 40 minutes to open and I tuned it to 5 seconds. That much of tuning I did. So I'll talk about that in the performance tuning class. And just a small things I made changes. So let's go with Prep first of all. And then we will go with Desktop and we'll try to see whether that is possible or not. So let me use Prep. I'll connect to the data. So the data is a CSV file, right? So connect to the data. It's a text file and I'll go to the location. I'll connect to the US data first of all. And then EU data. Now there are two approaches. Either I will do union first and then write the logic, or write the logic first and then do union. Okay. First of all, let me check the data. Let me go and check in Europe, because in USA, the country will be USA only. But in Europe, I can have multiple countries. So I want to check how we can write the logic. So here the country is United States. So I can very well write the logic when the country equal to United States, then in the region column, apply underscore US. So let me save this. But what about other countries? Because let's check also whether we have any other name apart from USA. We have only one condition, one country. That is perfectly fine. So that means my logic is getting simpler, right? If country is equal to USA, then apply US, else EU. Because apart from that, it will be EU only. So we are pretty much good with that. But let's check if there is any solution for EU also. So in EU, I see multiple countries. Clearly, there is a multiple countries. Many countries are there. So that is the best logic. That if the country is USA, then region underscore US, else EU, right? So we'll go and write the logic. So here the first thing which I am doing is I am unioning the data and then writing the logic. So how to union? I will drag this data here. You see, there is an option coming in, union join. I want to union the data. So I'll drag it in union. You can see union happened. After that, I will add plus a clean step and I will create a calculated field here. Region segregation. If country is equal to, I'll take this, United States, then region plus US, else region plus EU. Right? Plus is used for concatenation, which we saw. So if country is equal to United States, then region plus US, else region plus EU. That is my logic. Save it. Let's say the column is coming here. You can see here central EU, central US, east US, north EU, south US, west US. Perfect. And then I will get the output. Now my output can be hyperfile, my output can be CSV file. Hyperfile, we know now what it is, right? Extract file. So either I can go with extract file or I can go with CSV file. Maybe let me browse and put it in the same folder. And I'll go with the CSV because I will open up and I'll show you. So I'll go ahead and let's give this as union data. And I'll go with the CSV file. I'll just change here, drop down. So I'll make it as CSV. Okay. And let's browse it again, check. Yes, union data, CSV. Perfect. And run the flow. You can see, done. So let me go to the location. Here we have union data. You are getting two new columns. One is from which table you are getting the data. We are getting the data from EU data.csv. So here I will have two records. One is EU data.csv, second is US data.csv. Second, EU, I am getting the, what is the region? Region is north. So when the region is north, I am getting north EU. When the region is central, I am getting central EU. If the countries are from EU. If I go ahead and select only US data, you can see I'm getting all the US. South, South US. So now it is very well segregated. And now from here, I can very well go ahead and write the logic, create the reports basically. So that was my first step where I am doing union first and then cleaning and then output. I can have the second step also where I can do the logic first and then union. Let me save this. Union and segregation. Now we will do segregation and union. And then we will solve the same problem using Tableau desktop also. So now I'll connect to Tableau Flow again, Tableau Prep again. I'll connect to the data. But performance wise, the most effective will be, I will say the first option, union and then segregation. Because I am doing the union first of all and then applying a logic once. But suppose I am doing segregation first and then union. As of now, I'm dealing with a very small number of data sets. But when we have millions of records, first of all, you are doing the same logic on all the two different data sets and then you are doing union. So overall performance wise, the first option, union and segregation, will be much faster as compared to, or I can say little bit faster as compared to the second option. So I have US data and EU data, but this time I am not going to do union first. In fact, I will do a clean step first. So in the clean step, I will create a calculations. Here, I don't have to write if else logic, right? I just have to write region segregation. And I copy this name because I want the same name at the time of union also. So region plus underscore US. And the same field I will create here also because I want to do union. So the column name should be the same. And we will write region plus underscore EU. Okay. Now we will do union. So I click on this plus. There is an union option. And now how to union it, that we have to check. Union. Undo. Add union like this. Okay. Just drag and union is done. And now let's go ahead and add the output. Again, let's save it as a CSV file. Let's choose the location. Here we go. Union data underscore seg un, something like this. And then run the flow. And done. So you can see I am getting the same output, no difference at all. I have region which is what? We have South region, US, South US. Suppose I'll apply a filter and check. I'll apply a filter. I'll apply a filter and check. Let me go to EU data. You can see that we have North EU and the regions are North also. Perfect. So that is how we can apply the logic as well. Now this logics are applied using Tableau Prep, right? And my data is ready now. I can very well connect to the data and start doing the reporting. Not a problem. But now I want to do this entire story in Tableau also. Suppose my data volume is not that big and I really don't require Tableau Prep. I'm okay with Tableau Desktop. I'll connect to the file. You can see I'm getting EU data, union, US data. I want to do union of EU data and US data, right? I'll remove this and I will drag this new union. You see this new union option. I'll drag it here. And now I will drag the files here. I took US data, I took EU data and click OK. And you can see that I have all the data with us. At the end, you are getting the table name as well. Everything is the same. The only problem is the region as of now. That I will write some logic inside Tableau. So region is North. It can be North. So if I go to the sheet 1 and select the region and select the countries, you can see that I have United States in all the regions. United States in North, like United States North region is not there. So I'm not getting that. United States and United States. I want to segregate the region, right? So I will write a logic which we wrote in the prep, exactly the same. So I'll create a calculated field, region segregation if country is equal to United States, then region plus underscore US, else region plus underscore EU. Okay, and then click OK. You can see the region segregation coming in, and if I drag country now, you can see Central US, East US, South US and West US. We are getting the US only. In EU, I am getting all the EU countries. So now my logic is built. So as per the business problem, also next year they are planning to expand the business to Europe. So they want a solution which can take care of both the locations for analysis. We gave 3 options to them. One is using prep. Either you can do union and then write the logic, or write the logic and then union. And we can go with Tableau Desktop as well. If you think that the data volume is not huge, then we may directly go with Tableau Desktop, write the logic. If you think that data volume is huge, then maybe I can use prep, write the logic and solve the problem.